are gonna be making simple but delicious mashed potatoes. They are good comfort food, and who doesn't like comfort food? Let's get started. So first, you will need one vegetable peeler. Let's go get one. You can use one of these peelers, but I prefer to use La Petite Chef F1 because my Mimi and Appa gave it to me. So I will use that one. Now, of course, it's pretty obvious to get potatoes for the mashed potatoes. Let's go get one. So, these are really heavy. So I'm using Idaho potatoes, but you can use other potatoes too. I like to peel my potatoes into a colander for easy disposal, so I will go get one right now. Let's start peeling them. You want to be very careful with these kitchen utensils. They may not look sharp, but they are very sharp. You do not want to accidentally cut yourself. So be very careful, okay? Did you know that potatoes have eyes? I wonder if they saw it coming. Do you think that since I'm peeling these potatoes, do you think that they would lack a peel? Nah, they'll probably still be delicious. Oh, look! This one potato has an eye on it. You can either peel it off or cut it off. I'm gonna cut it off. But kids, if you're cutting off an eye on the potato, you probably want an adult supervising you because you probably don't want to cut off your fingers. There we go, all cut off. I'll just put my knife off to the side. Bring back the colander, put in the owie spots in the colander, and start peeling again. Now that we have finished peeling, now we gotta get set up for the next part, chopping and cooking. Let's get started. You will need a cutting board so that you don't wreck your table with the knife. And also, you need a knife and of course, again, potatoes. So let's begin. So first, cut it in half, the potato. It might stick to your knife, but that's okay. It's just starch. Now, set up the house like a little castle, and then you cut that in half. Now, if it's really big, you may want to cut it in half so that it can cook faster. But if you cut too small, it'll be too soft and too mushy. So this is probably good. I accidentally cut it uneven. But that's done. Now to cut the other half. And you repeat that for all other potatoes. fingers, so you have to curve them in but still get a good grip. Because even though you have 10, you don't want to lose one. Otherwise, if in arithmetic in school or college, it could be off. Now that we are done with our last potato, now it's time to get on to the next step, cooking. You will need a pan, and you may want one of these, but you don't have to have one. So we want to fill the pan with water. Now it is time to get to the cooking pot of mashed potatoes. As you can see, I have a pot with a vegetable strainer in it. I need to fill the pot with water so that we can actually steam the vegetables. You want to get the water just to the right height so that it is just up to the bottom of the vegetable strainer. Then you want to put it on the stove. Now we're going to add the potatoes. I don't like to put on the heat first. It's because hot water may splash and burn my fingers. So that's why I added the potatoes first. Now you want to get the water so that it's just to boil. But you don't want to burn it. So now you just let it sit until it's steaming or boiling. Then we will add some salt. Our potatoes have been cooking for quite a while now. We should check to see if they are ready. Remember, the pan is hot. You want to open the pan lid away from you, so that you don't get a punch in the face from steam. Watch how I do it so that you can and see how I do it and be safe. Whoa, that's a lot of steam there. Take this away. And we want to test it to see if it's ready. Our potatoes are still a bit hard, so we aren't ready. But if they're too soft, you've cooked them for too long. If they're still hard, you haven't cooked it for long enough. So we'll just put it in for longer since ours are hard still. Since our potatoes are still cooking, we can get our blender all set up. Since I'm not strong enough to use a potato masher, I'm going to use my mom's blender. For the power of video editing! Whoa! It's there! It's like magic! I need to put on my whisk now.
Later that same evening.
There, done. Time to test our potatoes. These are perfect now. We want to turn off the heat so that they don't cook too much. Now, we have to insert them to the blender. It's okay to ask for an adult's help. It's pretty rough, even for me. Three main ingredients of mashed potatoes, besides potatoes obviously, are salt, cream or milk, and butter. This usually works. Jeez, that was unexpected. Now, to add in our ingredients. So now we have our potatoes in our bowl. And we like to add in a whole stick of butter because we like our potatoes nice and buttery. You don't want any label in your food, do you? I add the butter in first so that it can melt while the potatoes are still hot. Now we want to add in some salt. Since I'm a small one, and I will add in a whole palmful of my salt. Too much salt is bad, but don't be afraid to use salt. It brings out the natural flavor. Then we want to add in some cream because we like our potatoes very creamy and nice. Bloop. Bloop. That sounded funny. Now, once I've added those in, close it, lock it, and turn it on to 1. Always keep a hand on it so that it can be nice and good. This is looking very good. Let's kick it up a notch. So now, I'm gonna add in some more cream. Ooh, this is heavy. Just add in a few more blips. Now just do the same thing again. Lock it and turn it on. It's working again very good, so let's kick it up. Now, if you see a chunk of potato that's not getting mixed, you never want to stick something in. And while it's going, so you never want to stick something into the mixer while it's going or mixing, because you might break your or things that you're sticking in there, or you could break the machine. And to add in some more blips of cream. Bloop. That's a big blip. Bloop. A baby small blip. Blip. And turn it on again. Just note that the faster you do it, the more capability there is of it spilling out. So if you immediately turn it on to like 4 or 5, on your blender, it has a very big chance of spilling out. Let's try out these potatoes. They're so delicious. Yes, I wish you were here to try them though. Oh, but you can make this recipe at your own house. And if you do, please let me know in the comments. Oh, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Kitten signing off.